exit out the building. And once you exit, we ask that you stay out. At the very end of the show, the house lights will come up, and then that's when you will exit, and we will let everyone out the front door, away from the door as much as possible, and then we will let the children out to you. Please remain seated for the duration of the show. Also, a little bit of work for y'all. Since we do have to social distance, so we can continue the theater safely in person, there are some people missing. So, I need you to make up for those seats. Just clap as loud as you can. Make all the noise that you can. If you see something up here that you like, make some noise. These are theater kids and they love attention, so please give it to them. They love when they can hear y'all out here hooting and hollering for them, and they just take that energy, they ball it up and throw it right back at you in this show. Thank you guys so much for supporting these kids so they can come and do what they love and they have fun doing. And without further ado, here is Matilda.
She keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl to be all thinking bangers as brand new luxury cars. But that's not fair. The cars are broke down for another Russian. Fair. Listen to the boy. I'm the girl. Fair doesn't get you anywhere in life, you big-headed twit brain. All I can say is that goodness Michael has inherited some of his father's brains. Eh, son?
Michael, well, I should take the money from you, and I should spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is all your fault with your stupid looks and your stupid reading. But that's not fair. You're off school in a few days and I know your head mistress. Agatha Trunchbull. Told her all about you. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics throwing the hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a horrible little goblin like you, boy! I'm a girl. Now get off to bed, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you were told you could do what I love, you mustn't let a little thing like that stop you. If you sit around and let them get hold of you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong. You've got a fridge of children. Oil of violets hair tonic for men. Yup. In business, son, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means in a brain.
No, it's green.
My hair green?
Why on earth would you do that?
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man!
My hair, my beautiful hair! How about that deal today? The Russians, what am I going to do? I know what you can do. What? You can pretend you're an elf. What are you talking about, you fool? The boys are loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story? That would be disgusting. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better. Matilda, what a pleasure to see you here in the library again.
Yes, I mean, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her. But I think it's good for girls to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And do you tell them stories like you tell me? Oh, I just love your stories, Matilda. That's a hit, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married.
They perform some of the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around.
Kings, queens, celebrities, accept?
We have everything.
Everything?
But the one thing.
We do not have a child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work became the only place they could escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is called
The burning woman hurling through the air. With dynamite in her hair. Covered sharks and spiky objects.
Caught by a man locked in the cage.
And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Well,
exception to the rules. In my school, look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam. In the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer-throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. If you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
If you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness.
Tenderness.
You have to force the little squints to toe the line. Sing, Jenny!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to hammer throwing life and school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the belly line and toe it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
Well, I must tell you, Mistress, that it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Stupid, nasty, question-asking Russians.
Oh, don't worry, we're not rich.
They took one look at the mileage in the first car and said these cars were knackered. I told them the mileage was so high because of the manufacturing mistake.
So you lied.
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you.
Well, of course they didn't believe me. I got a grade A.
I have here.
And what's this? Another flaming book. What is wrong with the telly?
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should
Oh,
read
here's
it.
what I think of your lovely.
It's a library book. Oh, Sue showed the rat. Oh, late for my dinner.
They say there's a cupboard in her office where she throws children into. It's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spice and wood, and it is important enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the corner, so you wish you stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see squat, not the end of your nose, and if you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
All right, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago. Why?
She's coming! Do better hide. Quick, noises! Please don't tell her where I Matilda. Now!
Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there under the coats. Where have he's been for the last hour, actually?
What? An hour?
Yeah, yes. Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. When the sufferer falls asleep often without any warning. We put him under the coats for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yeah.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Hello? What am I doing here? This isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Drake.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mommy says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twit. You, what is your name?
Matilda Wormwood.
Well, Wormwood, you just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Wow!
Yes, completely different cause. Green hair, it was National Green Hair Day, a national celebration of all things green, like lettuce and snot. Tomorrow next one? Absolutely, sir. Thank you, sir. Now that's how you do biz. Ugh. I better leave this on. It looks like rain.
Suddenly, out came the anthropologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamites in her hair over sharks and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage has been cancelled. No! Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
So it has a happy ending?
No.
Just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced
A contract.
No, please, please. What happens next?
I don't know yet.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Matilda, according to my own, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books like the challenging ones. It makes it ridiculous I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, we've done this the biggest book in the world. You're going to Old Anne.
Matilda Wood. Where is she?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha, so you admit it, don't you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
Well, this morning, this foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into my kitchen and stole a piece of my private chocolate cake.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been in here all morning.
Standing up with a little spitball on you. Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty.
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really sort of, almost definitely thinking about owning up. Maybe. But you see, the Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scoffed it down too quick, and now it's beginning to fight back. See? I didn't do anything.
You're a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you.
A huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth, drifted into the full face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter.
Yes, miss?
You enjoyed my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Well, as long as you enjoyed it. That's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvelous. It just gives me a warm glow in my laboratory testing. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Well, I will tell you when you are full, and criminals like you are not full until you've eaten the entire cake.
But
No buts, eat.
Mistress will be sick.
We should have thought of that before we punishment, there's more. The second part, which is choking. What?
Nicholas, no, you can't!
Do you think I would let myself be defeated by these maggots? Come on now, who do you think I am? A weakling? An idiot? You?
No, please! Not choking! Not that! Please! No!
That is not right. Miss Phelps, where's the revenge section?
Oh, is there a child at the school behaving like a bully, Matilda?
Well, not a child exactly. Would you like to hear the next part of the story?
What are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat that had ever been performed, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss.
Smile, we've done this 1,000 times.
First, I escape from the cage, lean out, catch you with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on your specially designed dress before they reach the dynamite and blow your head off! Ah!
Sorry, go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. She hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chain fell away. The door flung open and the escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child. Suddenly, the flames are covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
So it's a happy ending?
No. Just then, the escapologist's fingers became slippery, and she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body except the one at the end of her little fingers. She lived long enough to have her child. Love your daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted. And then she died. And then things got worse.
No, Matilda, they can't get any worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the astrologist was so kind, he never blamed the evil system for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help him look after the daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did anything wrong, but always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the police.
Miss Phelps, it's only a story.
My life's been going well.
What? No. And if they disagree, I'll have them fired. And you will never read another stinking book for the rest of your life, young man.
I am a girl!
Go to your room, you nasty little creep. Backwards.
The asking oldest daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single word about the evil aunt's bullying. This only led the woman to great difficulties until one day she exploded.
You're a useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
And the aunt beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar and locked the door.
Have I been so wrapped up in the grief for my wife that I have forgotten the one thing that mattered to us most? I love you so much, and I shall spend the rest of my days making it up to you.
But when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's sister.
Bullying children is her game, is it? Well, let's see what she can do with the wrath of a full-grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
There's an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Isn't that right, Bob Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bob Trotter here is now a good toad.
Sit! You, Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, you must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But Miss Trunchbull, you're my neighbor speaking.
When I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that, Miss Honey. Where's my jug of water?
I'll give it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you. Flabby. Disgusting. Revolting. Revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughened you all up with a little fizz egg. This school of late has started reeking quite maggots when I'm speaking. Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It's the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of the scent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and this egg will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell of home, of aiding and abetting. A bit of fizz apples tells who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, hold, like a rotten egg floats the top of a bucket of water. Oh, if you've been sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, breathe your best for the bucket is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, anarchy in progress.
Please, Miss, please!
Want to exercise these demons, they shall be too hoops for scheming. Some double time discipline should stop the rug from setting in. Alright, let's
terribly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum, the telling and stories would stop just once. And sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right, but the stories becomes anger, but the anger is light, and it's burning inside me would usually fade, but it isn't today. The heat and the shouting, my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm. Like I've said, into the eye of the storm.
Go on. Tip. Tip over. Go on, tip. Tip over. Go on.
And I tell you, there is nothing I shall not do. No length I shall not go. No punishment I shall. What is it? It's heading north. I'm gonna lose my nigga!
Well, that was interesting. I think we all better go home while we still can. Matilda?
Watch.
I moved it with my eyes, and it's strange.
Would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
So, what do you think it is, this thing with my eyes?
I'm happy to see you, Matilda. I do think you should be frightened. I believe that has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean just no room for all my brains in my head, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You really are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he not ever done as clever as you?
Yes. He's always saying, Matilda, I'm so proud to have you. No, he's really not. No, he calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Well, here we are. So sweet home.
Are you tall?
Yes. Yes, I am. Sorry.
Don't think they teach us very much.
Well, they do actually, but I'm even more than those because of other reasons. I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking in the woods and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed and I've lived here ever since.
Miss Honey, you cannot live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. My father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But once he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cool like you could hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She even produced a contract that said my father had given her his entire house.
But do you really think he did that just
class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any student who gets one single answer wrong shall go to choking. What are you looking at?
You. Spell, spell newt. Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
Nonsense.
Miss Honey's class, she is very good at teaching.
You turn up and turn around and spell the thing that you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G.
You're cheating.
I told them that's all with kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching. I shall prove it. You spell Amtella Agamanios Centricolis Timosis.
But that's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell or go to choking. And I shall warn you, it has silent letters.
A C H E L L A K.
Wrong. It was a silent Z. You're going to choking.
No! Cat! C-A-F. Cat.
What?
I got it wrong, miss. You have to put me in choking too.
Dog.
D-Y-P. And me. Table. X-A-B-F-Y. And me.
What's going on? What are you doing? Stop this.
You can't put us all in choky. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L.
Big bully. P-Y-T-O-F-D-R-B-S-W.
Revolting!
were all immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over. And her name was Miss Honey, and it was said that she was the best teacher in all the land.
Matilda was never yet able to read things with her eyes. She said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers, but she was still stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names.
Don't just stand there gawping. We're going to Spain forever, and we're never coming back.
Spain, but why?
Because this twit brain sold 150 bangers to the Russian mafia.
Maria!
Alright! What if they damage my words? My beautiful
Where's your father?
he's... I haven't the slightest clue.
But Wormwood is a stupid man, and assumed I was stupid too. Which is a very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, well, I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't get to meet a lot of smart people like you. Their thinking is all backwards. Backwards! How about this? I'll have one of my friends come over and teach your father some manners. And one day, when he leaves the hospital, he'll still be stupid, but not so rude. What do you think?
That is a tempting offer, but I've had enough of revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Now let's go. We still have the cab.
Let me take Matilda.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Woodman, I would love to take care of Matilda. Besides, I would look after her with love and respect. I would give her everything.
Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And do you want to take care of her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short of room, so sure.